Can we do it?
I am so excited because we are at the season finale of season 4, where we are celebrating the creatives and the arts of the Bahamas. One of the things that I absolutely love to talk about. And today we have our guest speaker, Dion Johnson, who is joining us on the stage for this feat. Dion, how are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good. It's a good feeling to be here. Thank you for the invitation, and I'm ready for the ride.
Awesome. It's definitely going to be a ride. Buckle up.
Yeah.
We got to bring it.
All right.
Last episode.
Yeah.
Now, Dion, I'm sure that you know this, but you are very recognizable. My funny little joke is when I first came to like the final decision of Portia and the Prophet, very special moment for our playwright, Darian Spence. I saw you and I was like, hey, your face looks so familiar. I don't know where from, like some production somewhere. But I just knew it was you. Like, I don't think I even knew your name before then. It was just your face. Do you get that a lot or was it just me?
Well, I do get it a lot. And the thing about it is, like I say into my space, I prefer persons to just be able to enjoy what it is that they're coming to. It's not about me. I always say I don't want to take any credit for the things that I do. I just want to be able to make sure that persons are enjoying themselves. Whether it is that they're laughing, that they're crying, or they're sharing some emotion, that is what I want to be able to impact and affect. And so I never really wanted to just be, I know that guy for doing that. No, I just want them to have that experience. If I don't get the credit for it, that's fine. But I know I left an imprint and a mark. And so that's what that is, me leaving a mark.
And I like the level of integrity that you have when you said that, because I felt like you put your whole self in that statement. Just meaning like, I know I've been around, I've been doing this for years, the accolades and persons just admiring you for your work. But what you're really saying is that let my work be what you enjoy. It really isn't about me. And that's a bold statement not people can make.
Yeah. So part of our space, being creatives, the energy that requires you to be the best at what you do, for us as a Bahamian, when we see someone who is full of themselves, we call it a lot of arrogance.
Yeah.
Kind of prima donna-ish, that type of an aspect. And so for me, I've always been humble because I know at any moment in time, it could all just disappear, as we always see through social media. And so I am enjoying the ride of what it is that I do. And so whether it is you're listening to my voice or if you're seeing me on stage, I don't want it to be where my people feel as if, when I say my people, the world, feel as if I am taking what they've offered me, which is a space to be on, for granted. And so I show my appreciation through my humility.
And the thing is, energy is everything, right? So when people meet you, even though they would be like, oh, Dion, he was just on the stage. When they meet you, they get that different sense of energy and what you specifically want to project. And that's very important. The fact that you want to do that, but also that they receive it in the exact same way.
Yeah, and so for me as a entertainer, because that's what I consider myself, an entertainer, not a comedian by any stretch of the imagination. As an entertainer, I've learned to harness my energy for what it's needed for and for when it's needed. And so it's a good thing for me. I think I've practiced it enough where I know the space in which that I have to work. And knowing the space in which that I have to work is also knowing your audience, something that most Toastmasters would speak about, knowing who your audience is. And so that's what I do. I know what my audience is. I feel what they're feeling, and then I channel an energy to them so that they can know, okay, it's time to have fun. Oh, no, it's time to cry. Oh, no, it's time to be reflective. Okay, yes. And so that is one of my superpowers, being able to feel what the room is feeling, giving them what they want, and then just going wild off of it.
And the good thing is, a lot of what you said really goes into acting, right? Knowing exactly your audience, when to kind of pull out a certain emotion, when to act in a particular way. What is it that started your journey with acting?
My journey with acting began 1992. It was the quincentennial year, for those of us that are old enough to know what that means. Columbus Landing. And I was a student of Our Lady's Primary School, and I went to the Dundas.
Shout out.
Yes, the Dundas, Marquis Street, which is a performing arts center. And on the stage was a chair, one stool, and a lady by the name of Claudette Cookie Allen.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And she told stories of Babuki and Barabi
Yes.
and our way of living. And I remembered myself in the back of the theater with a sparkle in my eye when I saw her, and I said to myself, I want to do that. I want to be able to hold someone's attention for that long and allow them to be able to feel what I'm saying and being able to give it right back and tell the story to other persons. This is what I've done. This is where because that was my very first experience with stage and theater. And so it was from then I knew that I wanted to be on the stage.
Okay. Yeah. I like how you kind of weaved in storytelling, because that's really what comes into entertainment, right?
Yes. Now, the thing is, I'm not a lover of English. And when I say English, I mean English as a subject. I was always a student that loved mathematics. And so we call it quite a conundrum that I find myself loving theater. And for the most part, when I always say to persons, I'm not a very good reader. However, I am someone that understands well. And so when I look at a script and when I feel it, I can feel and get the entire thing from it all at the exact same time. And then I can deliver that, and which makes me, in my estimation, a good teacher, simply because I can receive the information and I have, which is part of what my gift is to be able to bring that back and share with others so that they can also understand what it is. And so now at this age, this ripe age of 42.
Don't think we caught that.
This ripe age of 42, I know that I love to hear stories, because stories is how people learn. That is how the Bible was written, by stories. That is how most of the things that we do read, they are stories. And so I am now finding myself in a scenario, in a situation where I want to be a storyteller, to be able to tell that story. And so acting is good, yes, on the stage. But now I find myself in a place where I want to be able to help others to learn how to tell stories.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really like that. That actually really connects with what I had thought to ask you, right? Because you are connected with so many different facets of the creative industry here. So we think about the Spot, Ring Play Productions, Stingray Productions, Shakespeare in Paradise, the Dundas, as you mentioned, which a lot of people are thankfully really getting more drawn into, because they see the level of creativity that we have here in the Bahamas. And so, of course, you know, the up and coming generations, they see you on the stage, they're inspired, they're motivated, and they see you as a leader. And so you're creating this impact. I don't know if you intended to do it, but it's happening.
Yeah, the thing is, in our space, in our creative space, I've now begun to embrace the statement of being an uncle. And I'm saying to them, man, uncle feels so old.
Oh,
right?
man.
And I admire what I see coming up. And now, because for me, I never really wanted this full time, other than for the fact that I always want to be creative. And I am appreciative to see the younger generation in a position where they don't have a plan B. Their one plan is to either be the artist or to not be the artist. They're not going to be, for the lack of a better phrase, dilly-dallying with their future. Right?
That's good.
Right? They're going straight in and they're holding on to it and they're running with it. And so knowing what my purpose is, and when I say knowing what my purpose is, because it's always active and it's always fluid. I want to help others to get where they want to be because even though I might say I didn't want to do it full time,
Yeah.
there was still something in me that says you're good enough to do it. And so for children, I've always been saying to them, don't worry about a plan B. If your passion is to be an entertainer, do that. If it is to be an astronaut, do that. If it is to be a runner, do that. But I tell my kids, you can't be a gamer. That doesn't make sense. However, it does make sense because if that is what your passion is, you're going to be very successful at that. And so, yeah, I'm helping and I'm ready to help move that needle to where it needs to be. And so I'm taking up the mantra to making sure that the entertainment industry in our country is going to be in a better place because we're going to have some persons who are ready to just take it on and run with it.
Yeah, and I really like how you show the differences between the generations because I definitely know that those before, like, we wanted to play it safe, right?
Yeah.
So let's have an A, let's have a B. I need something to fall back on, especially because, my Grammy, everyone on me, and they want you to be safe. Everything is about structure. And so, as you stated, the ones that are coming up now, they're like, listen, I'm just this.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to be anyone else. I'm passionate. I'm focused, but in a good way. So it's just so interesting to be able to kind of see that dynamic. But it's something that in the creative industry, we appreciate.
Yeah, definitely. Our generation was always, I will speak generally, you always had to play it safe, so to speak. Simply because there weren't many opportunities to know what was out there. This generation is growing up with a dictionary on their cellular phones, right in their hand. My generation, if you really wanted to know something, you would have had to go and read an encyclopedia.
Oh yeah, multiple collections.
And so because the information was kind of hidden, and there was no real roadmap on getting it done, it was difficult. And taking the risk on being successful then was difficult. And when I say successful, meaning on your passion, generally in our industry. Nowadays, because we can see it immediately, where a 7-second video today can mean 1 million views tomorrow. It's now an instant gratification that they can feel and see and say, I can make this a lucrative and tangible. And so that I'm hoping that our generation, my generation, know that you do still have a role to play in this, and when it is time for you to pass on that baton, then it's time to pass on that baton.
Yeah, it's good to know the cue.
Yeah.
And then respectfully pass it on.
Yeah. But again, in our industry, just like wine, we just keep on getting better, and so it'll be for us to be able to find our place and then impact the futures to make sure that it does not end. And so there are a lot of talented persons here. And for some of us, because we're not, or we might not be receiving the accolades that you think you deserve, it's not going to really be about that, because if you're doing it because other persons are going to like it, then that's really not a good reason. You have to do it because you want it to be done.
Yes.
Just like Facebook posts, if you only got 5 likes on your post, that doesn't mean that you have to take it down, because those 5 persons really was impacted by that. And so don't worry that you're only getting 5 likes. Somebody else is getting 5,000 likes. that you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's what I want us to know. You take your time. It's gonna happen.
And consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency is key. So, speaking about instant gratification, we are going to do our rapid fire session right now.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That was pretty fast just now.
So, very first thing,
Okay.
don't think about it too much.
Don't think about it.
Very first thing that comes to your mind when I say it. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which do you prefer, acting or directing?
Whew, acting.
Okay. Favorite Shakespeare in Paradise piece?
Performed in or just in general?
In general.
Shakespeare in Paradise.
Yes.
Death on the Street. It's written by Stephen Hanna, and written by Stephen Hanna and directed by Aaron Knowles McKinney. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Most common song you've been asked to sing?
The most common song that I've been asked to sing. So High. Oh, well, no. Bob Marley, Is This Love?
Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah. John Legend, So High as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And last one, Switcher or Gully Wash?
I'd say Switcher.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I don't like, the sweet milk that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. See, I knew if you didn't say Gully Wash, you've probably been in Freeport a couple of times because they love that mix.
That's why. That's probably exactly why I didn't say Gully Wash. Yeah. So gin, I shouldn't say gin. Yeah. Yeah. Let's edit that part out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Bahamians, we love to celebrate. We always want to know where the next party is, and we definitely want an entertaining host to be on board. So, let us know how we can connect with you, how we can book you, stay updated on your next.
Well, so here's the thing, and because I love my freedom, I don't advertise what I do. People find me by asking.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have social media. Dion Johnson, Dion Johnson. Facebook is there. The one time that I did a TikTok video, I sent it to a friend,
Okay.
and he shared it on TikTok, and that received almost 30,000 views.
What?
Right? And I'm not in the space of social media so much, but that's where you can find me on the stage. You can always find me there doing something at the Dundas.
Awesome. Dion, you have given us so much to think about. An exclusive tidbit. Thank you so much for that.
Yes.
Letting us know what to expect next year. Is there anything you want to say to our audience?
Well, the thing is, as you are listening and viewing this, I want you to know that you just don't have to be a viewer. You can be a doer. And if it is within you to do it, just do it. That's what I want to say. Just do it.
Perfect. Thank you. And thank you to our audience for tuning in to our season finale. This has been amazing, and you have been with me throughout this entire journey. A very special thank you to our guest, Dion Johnson, for gracing us for this episode. And don't forget to tune in to find out updates on season 5 of Vibration, where we raise your frequency and amplify your truth. Bye.